It looks lovely, mate.
Thank you.
Hey, welcome to another Big Hype podcast with me, Jonathan Millard. Brought to you in association and powered by Big Hype Energy Drinks. Protect yourself at all times wearing Bravos, boxing gloves and equipment available. Links are in the bio. And support our charity of choice, please, as well, with boxers in need. Make a monthly donation to them. Links, again, in the bio. But joining me today, all the way from Londonish area, around that sort of parts of the world. I don't know, I bump into him everywhere around that part of the world and never down anywhere else. But Mr. Billy Heron.
How you doing?
Good, mate. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm very good. I live near Gatwick.
There you go. See, like, it's Londonish. Is it Surrey or are you East Surrey or West Surrey?
Technically, I'm sorry.
Sorry, there you go. See,
Technically, I'm sorry.
I knew that.
But Croydon boy originally.
Been around a bit then.
Yeah.
Mostly around that area.
Yeah,
It's a good part of the world.
yeah. Always
Anyway.
South London.
Always south. Yeah, I'm a North
Always
London
south,
boy,
mate.
so you know.
Yeah, I can tell.
What do you mean? I'm not. I'm just Lily White. That's all. That's all I am.
It's your accent, mate. Gives it away.
Really? Okay. Anyway, yes. Let's start the question. The same question I've asked everyone so far in regards to how and why did you get involved in boxing?
The first time I ever put on a pair of gloves, I was 13. One of my old school friends, he signed up to a boxing gym in Purley, Fight Factory, and I really liked the idea of it. Like, I was always throwing myself around doing rugby, football. There wasn't a sport I didn't play for. Like, I was always like doing really well at sports growing up as a kid. Always on the first teams, whether it be cricket, rugby, football, anything that was happening. And I thought, I'll give this boxing a go.
Okay.
Went down to the gym. I think I was there for probably 3-4 months, and then I snapped my leg playing football. Broke my leg, dislocated my ankle. Got more metal in the bottom right of my right leg than I had bone. And I sort of just forgot about boxing, really. It was like, I can't do this, I can't do that. I'm just giving up on sports all in. And then my auntie died of cancer about 8 years ago. And I saw someone had done one of them white collar charity bouts, and I thought, you know what, she just died. I want to raise some money for cancer research. Like, they do an amazing thing. So I signed up to one, and I just fell in love with it.
It just clicked all together again.
Yeah, everything just fell back into place. It was brilliant. It's been a real source of outlet, output. Like, it's brilliant. You're having a bad day, I know I'm going to go to the gym. There's nothing quite like hitting a bag, getting punched in the face, punching someone else in the face. There's no better feeling. Yeah.
So how old were you when you started? How old were you? Because you said about, I didn't quite catch the age. You might have said it and I didn't quite catch it.
When I very first put on a pair, about 13.
13, okay.
Yeah. And then it was probably a 10-year break.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Quite
and during that
chunk.
time, you were doing other things. You tried to do, obviously, other things, like you said, with the legs being the way they were.
Yeah, I mean, I still played. I tried to play football again. Played up to combined counties level.
Okay.
And that sort of level, you don't, because my job was very demanding. I was a carer for a paraplegic.
Okay.
So my hours, I'd work long days, like 7 in the morning till 8 at night. Most teams train between 7 and 9. Yeah. So if you don't train, if you don't turn up to training, you're not playing.
Yeah.
And I had my first son. He's just turned 10. So I needed to prioritise work.
Yeah, of course. We all do it.
Yeah. Bye. Went to football dream.
Yeah. What position were you? Sort of more like a defender midfield?
So I started off as a right midfielder.
Okay.
But then I've like a right winger, but I've never been the fastest. So I got moved into like central midfield, and I really found my position at centre back / defensive midfield.
Okay.
Just anywhere I can throw myself around, really, and I've got a good little pass.
So what position did you play in rugby then?
Forward.
Oh, younger. Which one?
Forward.
Forward. Okay.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah, I was always one of the bigger ones. Always one of the bigger ones.
Front row, second row?
Front. Just put me in there, let me run with the ball.
Fair enough.
It was more. See, even now I like playing it. I don't really understand the rules that well. So it's just they'd always say, just give him the ball and let him run.
Do you know what?
Because at that age, it used to take like 3 or 4 of them to get me down.
Well.
So I'd literally, in the movies where you see people hanging off of people, it was literally like that. Yeah, I've always been one of the bigger ones. And then obviously with the leg injury, the rugby had to go. Yeah. My mum was like, "No, you're not. That's it. You're not playing rugby no more. You broke your leg again." And I was like, "Okay, I won't."
Yeah,
sorry.
It does have those sort of connotations around it. And if you pick up an injury, like you say, it sort of unfortunately follows you around.
Exactly.
And restricts you even what you could have done, what you would have been able to do. You weren't. So obviously you had that 10-year gap. You shared obviously that it was your aunt that sort of your aunt's memory that you wanted to go and do something in memory of her.
Yeah.
How did you find the training camps, the 8 weeks sort of thing, and getting you ready into? Because you had some experience. You had some prior, even though it was rusty. It was still in there.
Yeah, it was. The hardest part was doing a press up in front of all them people, because there's probably about 15 fights. When the camps first start, you've probably got about 45 people in the same gym, and I couldn't do a press up to save my life. And to me, the hardest part was when they said, "Right, press ups, get on the floor and trying to do a press up," and even like. I'd have to do like the female version and start on my knees and work from my. Do you get what I mean? Do you know that one?
Mate, I know. I'm not a brilliant person because my ankles and my knees and my toes particularly don't bend very much. So I'm very limited. I always used to say, my PT used to tell me off. He said, "You're so limited in what you can do in your legs." And I was like, "That's because I'm a hooker. I used to be a hooker and I used to do all the bendy stuff with the legs." So he's like, start doing some yoga and stuff like that. I get it, mate. The girly one, that's not a girly one. It's the voice of the veil one now. If you want to do anything, I'll take it on me.
Let's call it that. The voice of the veil version.
Yeah.
So I literally, I wouldn't even try and do like a proper press. I'd try, but then I was like, I can't do it. So I just do the voice of the veil version.
That's what we're calling.
I built it up, and it got to a point. I remember the first time I'd done 20 press ups. That was, apart from like sporting achievement wise, that was my biggest. I remember jumping up, saying, "Yes, I just done it. I just done 20." And then my mate who I met on the camp here, he knew how much I wanted to get on with it. But the gym that I trained at was TGM in East Grinstead. That was with Sam Levitt. I think he's actually moved down to your way now. He runs Tigers Karma or some Tigers Karma Fields or something like that. He's gone down like the hippie trail.
Each their own.
Yes, each their own. Yeah, but it was a good camp. Made some good mates, and didn't get the decision on the night. I fought a fella called Jerry Patience, who I still talk to now. I remember he caught me with, it was a left, almost like a uppercut cross, like in betweeny type thing, and I just couldn't shake it. The referee gave me an 8 count. He was looking at me, my eyes all over the place. And right, you're done. And even then, I still wanted to get back in there and do it again.
Let me go again.
Exactly. He was like, "No, that's it. You're done." And it was the start. Most people would have quit after losing their first fight. Most people do quit after losing their first fight.
Yeah.
But it lit that fire in me again, and I was like, "No, this is where we're at."
That's
And
good. That's cool.
it was actually at the where we're fighting June the 14th. That was the venue of my very first fight, the Millennium.
Oh, the Copthorne.
Yeah, the Copthorne. That's where my very first fight was.
Really?
So
yeah,
see,
it's a good venue actually. I do like the Copthorne. That was where I actually did some auditions and stuff for Quest when it was Queensbury. So for me, it has good memories as well. So it's led to a lot of work, and working with Quest has been great for me as well. So that's always positive. But obviously, moving in then sort of from the white collar, you go back into it. You started training more. You got into all of that sort of side of it. How did you get? What was the? Because did you have options? Were they sort of saying, "Well, look, Bill, you can go this way, we can go that way"? What was on the sort of discussions around that sort of thing when you started coming back into the gym?
Carried on training at TGM for a little bit, and then they done their own show, called White Collar Warriors. Went against a fella called Johnny Stern. He does security for, I think it's one of the big security firms that help out with the boxing shows now. Got a draw, but it was watching back on the fights. I'm not bitter about it. It is what it is. But anyone who if someone didn't get knocked out in the fight was scored a draw. No matter who performed better, who performed worse, it was just scored a draw. Then they'd done a second one, and it had to get cancelled. There was a bit of aggravation with some of the fighters that were supposed to be fighting on the show. So the police got involved and revoked, or got in touch with the hotel that was supposed to be fighting on. Said, look, don't put the show on, sort of thing. There's going to be aggro. There's going to be trouble. We advise you not to do it. And then from then, no venue around would touch the show. So that show fizzled out. And then I went for a bit of a layoff again, probably COVID.
Yeah, I was going to say we're probably at that point now, aren't we?
Yeah, we're at COVID, and I still wanted to train. And I was lucky to find a gym who would let me just go and use the facilities as and when, as long as it wasn't like posted all over socials. They was happy for me to go down there and do some work. And then along came rinking events. And they had offered me a fight. I saw Jumbo. He put on Facebook, look, my good friend's doing open sparring for their show in May. Like, get in touch if you want to fight. So I messaged him, got some more details, went down to the open sparring. Done quite well, to be fair. They put all like the heavyweights against each other, and they spar each other to try and match you up. And then a couple of days later, they called me up and said, look, we want you to fight for the title.
Nice.
Against a fella called Alex Isidro. I was like, okay, yeah, let's do it. Didn't really take into consideration it was 5 2-minute rounds. First time I'd ever fought anything over 3 minutes, over 3 rounds.
Yeah.
And I didn't take camp seriously. I just thought, I didn't realise how much of a difference the 5 2 minutes were to the 3 2 minutes. It don't sound a lot. 4 minutes don't sound a lot, but 2 minutes in the ring, if you're not fit, is a lifetime. And to do that 5 times over, I lasted the fight, but rightly so I lost. Rightly so I did lose.
Okay.
So I was at this point now where it's like, do I just give up? Like, I haven't really done too well, sort of thing. So, but I don't know. Then it got to a point I was just getting off the fights, and I couldn't say no. I couldn't say no. Found a good little coach down in Epsom, and he trained me, got going well. And then we just went on the uprise. It was just clearing out anyone who was put in front of me, sort of thing. Now I really had knuckled down. And obviously we've had a few disappointing performances along the way. Not everything's going to be perfect. Few injuries that have hampered performances, and maybe had to quit on my stall and really not paint myself in the glory that I should be. Like,
what can I say to that? Because it's not. It's not a loss. It's a learning curve, isn't it? It's the learning curve of it all.
100%. And I'm not the type to be like, right, I've lost, I'm quitting. if I was going to quit, I would have done it years ago.
Yeah.
Like, my missus can't stand it. And I say, oh, guess what? She goes, you're not fighting again, are you? It's like, yeah, sorry.
She's like, oh, just sit in front of the telly, just watch EastEnders with me.
Yeah, but it's like, she don't like the build up to it.
Mm-hmm.
She don't like the back and forwards on socials, like the bad mouth and the this or that. But I'm not a bad mouther. I'm humble. Like, I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, this person's that, unless I actually think they're an absolute idiot. When I will turn around and say, look, you're an idiot, stop. But she's taught me to be humble in everything. It's really leveled me out, because if some of the performances, if I had said what I wanted to say throughout the camp and I'd gone out and performed the way I did, I'd be like the clown of the village sort of thing. So,
oh dear.
Big Hype Podcast, sponsored by Hype Energy Drinks.
Yes. It's it's good fun though. I love it. Like, I really do enjoy the boxing. Like, last night I've done an hour and a half circuit session, just pure core. This morning I was paying for it. Now I'm paying for it. Last night I said to my coach, I think this is what Labour feels like. Like, just the way, like, when I was trying to stand up, from going from sit-ups to standing up, I just couldn't straighten myself up. I couldn't push. I physically couldn't push myself to straighten up, and I was like, this is what Labour feels like. But it's been good. I'm enjoying it. The mental health side, because I had ADHD as a kid, really bad growing up. It's still there, but without the boxing, it's up there, if that makes sense. Like, I'm like a tin of beans type thing.
Ready to pop.
Yes, 100%. You can probably tell that by the way you see me bouncing around the changing room when we're all getting ready and stuff like that. Everyone else is sitting there, headphones zoned in, and I'm standing around fucking around. Like, I can't sit still. So, I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to go see what the ring feels like. I'm going to see what that looks like. I'm going to go do this. I can't help it. It's the excitement of everything. It's
nothing wrong with that, mate. Nothing wrong with that. Actually, Michael Buffer, when I did something with Michael Buffer in the matchroom thing, he was like, actually, we walked into the where were we? Liverpool Arena, Echo Arena, and he's like, see that, showed me the ring. And I was like, yeah. He goes, do you know what they don't do now, John? They don't come into the ring. They come in with their entourage and all these coaches and hype men, and they don't know the ring. They don't feel the ring. They don't come and taste the ring and smell the ring and take. I was like, going, mate, he's absolutely right, because no one ever does that now. You don't see a boxer just come in on his own. He's always with ex-coach and with his cornerman and promoters and everything else.
You've got to embrace the moment, ain't you?
And I like the fact that some of the boxers come around early. They check it out. They're like me. I like to get into a venue early. I like to look around and sort of go, okay, there's going to be a pocket over there. There's going to be tables here. I can visualize that, so I know where to put what. If I've not got cameras or anything on me, I can project and go to the right way to go to the right areas. And you're the same. I get that vibe from you.
Yeah, it's just like, if I think to myself, if I don't get in there now, the next time I'm getting in there is when it's time to fight. Yeah. I want to know what every inch of that map feels like before I fight.
Yeah.
Whether I get in there, I have a little roll around, I have a little bounce. I'm like, oh, what's this part like? What's that part like? Lean against the ropes. Oh, is the ropes going to take my weight? Is the ropes going to take their weight and my weight when we're leaning against it?
Yeah.
It all adds to it, doesn't it? It's brilliant.
You said clearing them out of the way earlier. Now, obviously, you are a multi-division, multi-promotion champion.
Yes.
I know at least 3 off the top of my head, but I'm sure there you go. See, I knew I would be wrong. I've announced you at 2. So I knew there was another belt that you brought in with you that night. So it was at least 3. 4 then promotion champion at the moment. How do you feel about all these different promotions? Do you feel like is there? I don't know. These are sort of stepping stones for you. Are you looking to go into the pro market? Are you looking to go at that sort of level, or are you just sort of happy where you are at the moment?
I mean, it's a very proud moment to win one title. It was there's no feeling quite like it. Obviously, you have your kids and you get that nice warm fuzzy feeling inside. But I'd say winning the title is probably the closest thing I've ever experienced to my children being born. In sense of achievement, in sense of again, when I won my first title, I got out of the ring, saw my missus, and I cried, and I was like, I told you I'd do it. And then against what one was it on the Ring King show when I defended it, I got out, saw my brother, and I cried. And every time I win, apart from the last one, because it was such short notice, I didn't have anyone there. Every time I won a title, I've cried, and it's just like. There's not much that sets me off. I'm quite obviously with my family and my kids and stuff. I can get quite emotional. Like my son, I'm a massive Arsenal fan. My 4-year-old started singing North London Forever the other day, and I just burst out crying. My missus was standing there recording. I was ugly crying, everything, and it was like stuff like that. And I wouldn't say it's a stepping stone. I would say you get opportunities at the right time in life. It's up to you whether you take them. Obviously, you've got to deserve the opportunities and earn them. With the Quest national title, where I was a last minute stand-in, there was no pressure on me at all. Everyone thought Jack was going to get in there and do the business. He's a lovely bloke. I haven't got a bad word to say against him. He's an absolute top bloke.
He's my favourite. He's one of my faves. Sorry.
You said he's your favourite. Then I heard you. He's a normal bloke.
Do you know what? I get on with so many people, and just Jack is. Whenever I see Jack, he's always just, all right, John, how you doing, mate? You're all right. Yeah, give me a hug. Give me a hug and carry on. It's just like he's just a little bundle of sunshine. And
I wouldn't say little, he's massive.
I know, he's like 7 foot tall. But he's just always radiantly sunshiny, always radiantly happy about life. And it's always, even in defeat, he's like, yeah, well, I was like, and if I see him after the show, he's like, oh yeah, well, but it is what it is.
He's not one of them blokes who he's not held over it. He's like, I was speaking to him earlier, to be fair, and he's just lovely. He's a lovely bloke. You almost feel bad. Like if I had known him before the way I know him now,
I
probably wouldn't have hit him so hard.
It is what it is. And that was, like you said, that was a last minute thing for you to take that fight, because you were supposed to have fought. I forget the name. Anyway,
Jensen McMahon.
That's the one. And the issues and stuff like that happens, and an opportunity for you to step up and see what the medal is. So that was a good thing for you. So this brings us up to pretty much where we are right now. But there's obviously
a couple of titles in between. Because Alan offered me the Jack fight about 2 months. Well, when they was doing the matching up for it. I wanted to pursue the Bailey rematch, but he had made the Tyler Walsh fight. With Bailey. I probably shouldn't have fought Bailey when I did. I had a vasectomy 2 weeks before.
Wow.
I was still very swollen, severely swollen. Still heavily bleeding. Up to my eyeballs on pain meds and codeines and morphines. And when Alan messaged me to say, Luke Andrews had pulled out, I was literally just typing back to him, perfect, because I'm in hospital. And he had said, but before I had a chance to send, he had replied saying, but I do, however, have this one lined up for you, and sent me a picture of Bailey. And I was like, it's a fight that I've been making so much noise for about a year for. I can't turn around and say no now. Like, fuck the hospital. Like, I'm there, yeah. And he was like, well, as long as you're going to be medically fit. I was like, mate, I'll make sure I'm medically fit. Like, this is a fight that I want. Probably shouldn't have taken the fight. Well, I shouldn't have. I was standing in the tunnel waiting to do the ring walk. And I was standing there like, what am I doing? Like, why am I doing this? I'm the only time I've ever felt in boxing, I don't want to be here. Like, I don't want to be doing this.
Yeah.
And it showed in my performance. Like, me, I still think I edged it against Bailey. I think I landed the more cleaner shots. He had more output, but nothing was landing. It was throwing blind. But I'm not going to sit here and say, I should have done this or I should have done that.
I mean,
the rematch will happen if it's supposed to happen.
I mean, the judges judge on what they like as well as what they see.
Yeah.
And I think,
100%.
Again, certain angles and certain things he looked busier.
He's coming forward. As a shorter man to come forward against someone so big, you think, right, that's a tick on my box.
Yeah.
If I was to watch a fight and see someone just put sticks flicking out a jab or someone charging forward, I probably would vote for the charging forward shorter bloke because you think, right, he's got some balls around him.
He's got some canolas having a go. So fair enough to him. You've got some good people behind you now as well. You've been picked up by Mr. Gunman.
Yes,
my main man.
Gunman.
Love his craziness. He's like, you are throwing things like the kitchen sink, man.
Do you know what? I think he must sit on the toilet, right? Or he's like, one of these geezers, he'll be asleep and wake up, right, that's a new punchline. I'm writing that down in my little notebook. Probably got a little notebook next to his bed. One in the toilet, one in the shower, one around because he's just got loads of them, and they're just like bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, you were playing. You were pressing his buttons like a PlayStation controller, mate.
Exactly. It's like the peppery and like sirloin steak and all that bollocks. But he's made a name for himself by doing it.
He is a good man. He is a good fun. He's a good character as well. He's a nice guy as well.
Yeah, he's very supportive. He gets me some decent fights. So yeah, it's good. Got a few people around me that's really the last couple of years really helped out. SDR Carpentry and Joinery. They're one of my main sponsors. They've been on a journey for like 3 years with me. So if you have any carpentry needs, they are your team.
In Wales, I've got loads around you. So,
I mean, probably he's that type of bloke. No job too big, too small. If he's one of them blokes, he's a lovely bloke. It's actually his birthday today as well.
Oh, well, happy birthday!
Again, there's my cousin Dan Goodwin, DP Goodwin Group. They just built the Ducati showroom down in Helsham.
Wow. Okay.
So he's doing really well. They're doing really well.
Do they pay him with cars as well, or just money?
I mean,
I'll take the car.
He's a massive. He was always like a motocross boy, like the dirt.
Yeah.
The dirt bikes. He always done them as a kid. So probably just being around the Ducatis is probably enough for him to be like, yeah, you know what, you don't need to pay him with vehicles.
Yeah. Paid him with the cars, paid him with the bikes, whatever. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Have some. I'll just take one off the lot. It's fine. Go for
it. Yeah. Why not? Like, it's not that they can't afford it, right?
I mean, just write it off as an accident. Yeah, it was
exactly. Dropped a plasterboard on it or something.
Yeah, wasted. Get ideas now. Sorry. Your other sponsors. Who else is behind you there as well?
Walk This Way. My best mate Josh. We've known each other probably since I was 15. So half my life now. He's been there for me through thick and thin. Brad breakups, my son being born, along the boxing journey. He's a real diamond geezer. So again, based in Banstead. Any dogs? He's your guy.
I'm shocked. If you can't see my face, obviously, on the podcast, those are listening, but you can. I'm shocked because you just went half your life, and I just went, what? And I honestly thought you were a little bit older than you were.
I'm 31 at the end of the month.
I honestly thought you were a little bit older. Sorry.
A lot of people say it's all the greys. Look at it.
You're not on your own there. Like, you're not on your own.
Yeah, but you've respectfully probably got 10 years on me. That's just by talking when you told me about like what you do for work and stuff, I think you've got to be mature to do that sort of job.
No, you've got to be still got to be crazy. The amount of work I do, it's crazy. But I can manage it. I can do it. I've got I've got 2 kids myself, so it is a take. It is a take on it, mate. So But there we go. So is that all the sponsors now? Because I wanted to make sure you got them all out, because you did tell me afterwards.
There's quite a few. Shamrock Sports, they supply some of my training merch, based out in Kent. Real good quality kit. I don't know if you've ever noticed my bright orange boots, my kids' names on the side. Yeah. They supplied them for me. Probably the most comfortable boxing boot I've ever worn. Upbringing Boxing, they're working together with Ben at Secret Squirrel for my training camp. Jamie analyses all the pros and cons of my opponents, puts together a training plan. Ben puts a plan into action, and we get the results that way. Sorry, I'm looking at my shirt because there is so many. I forget how many I've got. Line. They do like drainage solutions, any water problems or drainage solutions, and Porter's Pest Control. So any pest problems, rats, anything like that, they are your guy. They are nationwide. So
I have birds in my loft, so if they can come and sort that out, that would be laughing.
I mean, I can give them a message now. They'll probably be there in 3 hours.
I'm going to bed after this. They can come around to the weekend. Bank holiday weekend.
If them birds have anything to do with
it. This gives you an indication. We have a closing tradition on the podcast where I ask you either or questions, and there isn't a right or wrong answer. It's entirely up to you whether you want to take it as that's what you prefer or that's what you hate, or this is what you do, this is what you don't do, this is what you're loving your opponents, this is what you hate your opponents, whatever you want, however you want to work it. So you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Billy Heron. First one.
Jonathan Millard.
Southpaw or orthodox?
Southpaw.
Body shots, head shots?
Body.
Train alone or with a partner?
Either or.
Night owl or early bird?
Early bird.
Heavy bag or speed bag?
Heavy.
I kind of guessed that one. Underdog or favourite?
Underdog. 100%.
In the gym or training outdoors amongst the trees? Short, powerful punches? Long, technical game?
Either or.
Okay. Push you? Which one? If I pushed you on one, would you go with one way or the other?
What I'd rather, long technical.
Okay.
But I don't mind getting inside and going for it as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, no. Okay. Fight dirty, fight clean. Live crowd or the quiet atmosphere?
Crowd. Live crowd, 100%.
Quick knockout or strategic win?
A knockout's nice, but there's nothing better feeling knowing that you've outboxed your opponent.
That's fair. Hypothetical question. May never happen. May happen. AJ, Fury.
Fury.
As I say, the last couple of weeks, everyone has now moved to Fury's camp, and I think poor AJ, bless him.
Do you know what? He's on a downward spiral, AJ. I know he had a couple of decent wins in Garnu, but put him in against a serious boxer, I think he's really struggling. People have noticed he's got such a weak chin now, and it's in a heavyweight game. If you let yourself get hit the way he does, it's only going to end one way. He's built like a brick shit house, but he's got no recovery. Like, look at Daniel Dubois. He got knocked down 4 times, and he never recovered from the first one until the end one. So
no, I know, but I'd still like to see the fight.
I think I personally don't think it will ever happen.
No, and the only people who would really win is the fans. So
no, even then, it's probably too late for us to really enjoy it.
No, we can still enjoy it. We can still have fun.
We can still see it.
We'll have to see it. Billy, how do people get involved? How do they follow the story of and your journey and support you going forward as well?
Jump on the Instagram, Billy H3194. I do a lot. Most of 99% of my Instagram is boxing related. The other 1% is my kids. Come to any of the fights. I'm very active. Probably fight more than most in the year.
You are busy.
Just get in contact with you. You probably MC on 95% of the shows that I fight on anyway.
I'm just busy. I like to be busy, mate. I like to be out, and if I can do it for someone and they're happy with everything, and I'm happy being
that's the real reason why I fight, because I know you're MCing on the night, and I thought, I've got to go down and see John.
Oh, bless you, Bill. I'm sure that's not the real reason, but it's a nice reason. I'll take it. I'll take that as a soundbite.
And your flashy socks. I mean, what socks is John wearing today?
Because I always forget my black socks. I've put them in my pocket. I've put them in the car. I've somehow got to the venue and lost them, and I didn't even know where I'm thinking.
Bright, Larry coloured pair, or one. I think what was it last time? Lidl printed all over them, or something like that.
The Christmas ones, weren't they? Christmas ones?
I think so.
In the middle of March, because I'm still wrapping Christmas stuff. But no, it's that kind of. I'm sure that if you go to a service station somewhere along the M4, you will find a pair of socks on the floor, and they're mine. If anyone ever does find them, they're mine.
Fair, I'm heading to Swindon in the morning, so I'll have a little look on the way down.
Have a little look. Yeah, Leeds LMA or Membry, whichever one you get to first. Definitely not the one near Oxford. Turn off. I don't go that one. That one I don't do. It's too scared too complicated to get in and out of. Don't do that one. I don't like it. So we can start talking about love for service stations, mate. It's totally different podcast.
There's a good one about half an hour outside of Oxford. I can't remember where it is, but when I do my training down there, it's great. You go, it's like 5 minutes from the motorway, but it's got everything you need, and it's all open like 5:30 in the morning when I'm there. It's brilliant.
You have to tell me where this is, because you can't get a hot meal. You have. I've learned that if I'm doing London shows, there's either the option of the kebab shop which is a horrible thing to be thinking about, because you finish shows and you get hungry and you're like, I don't want to eat. I don't want to eat on the way home.
But you have to.
However, you get to a certain point.
Home, then nothing's there.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm 3 hours away roughly from most shows, so I finish at 11 o'clock at night. You're driving back at 1 o'clock in the morning.
You need to tout Alan up to increase your pay so you can get a hotel overnight.
Well, if he's listening. We have a hotel, that's fine. No, I don't need the hotel, because I've normally got things to get back for, like the kids in the morning or other things. Anyway,
how old are they? They're old enough.
10's not really, is it? 10's not. 14 maybe. Still.
Well, the 14-year-old can look after the 10-year-old. Sorted.
Yeah, I wish, but not. Anyway, we're not going into that. But I found Swindon's a good place to go for a McDonald's, because that's just up off the M4, about 5 minutes off the M4. That one's good. Otherwise, there's a kebab shop in what was it? Not what's it called?
Crawley?
No, but not far from there. Not far from Windsor, around that area. As you come off the A3 up through, and then you come onto the M4. It'll come to me in a moment. It'll come to me off here, so. Yeah. It's fine. Anyway, Bill, thanks very much for going on.
Thank you very much.
Having a chat about service stations and boxing. It's been educational. Look forward to seeing you again on the ring, and until then, I'll make sure we get everyone following you and seeing how the journey goes, mate.
Thank you very much, John, mate. Take care, and I'll see you on 14th.
No worries. Take care. See you then.
Take care, bud.
Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for listening to the Big Hype Podcast. We hope you've enjoyed this episode. And really, I just want to ask you personally, if you could just send this on to a friend. Send it in their text, to their socials, to WhatsApp, whatever. However you get it to them, just get it to them. I'm sure they'll appreciate it, and I certainly will appreciate it. So thanks again for listening to the Big Hype Podcast, and thank you again for sending and sharing.